Hello, I'm Charles Waterton, famed resident of the Wakefield area. I lived here approximately 200 years ago, and I was the first person, arguably, to create a wildlife preserve on my estate. I walled the entire estate up and invited people, paying of course, to come in and look at the birds and the beasts and the wildlife in my gardens, and I used that money to look after them. I am concerned with the welfare of wildlife and all of nature and its populations. Although I have to say, this tactic made me somewhat unpopular in my own time, as it was the tradition 200 years ago, if you saw wildlife, to hunt it, shoot it, and then eat it. People thought I was a little bit mentally unhinged. Although I didn't really help matters by sometimes sleeping in trees on my estate or pretending to be my own butler. Or that time I went to South America and brought back anesthetic, I decided to try and capture and examine a crocodile by riding on its back, and I once punched a snake directly in the face. Oh, I invented bird boxes as well. Yeah. Anyway, look, I'm rather concerned with the history and the preservation of the Wakefield area, not just its nature, but its people and its habitat. And I don't just mean the city of Wakefield either, I mean all of the area, the whole of its environs, places like Castleford and Pontefract and Normanton and Featherstone, and I'm sure I missed some off, Ossett as well. There's loads and loads of you. I'm just giving examples. The entire Wakefield metropolitan district area. I am interested enormously in preserving and find out exactly what's going on there, the history, and also how you lot out there might be considered to be revolutionary, just like me, in what your habits are and your lifestyle is. So I think the best way to do this is to make a sort of history film, looking at the past of Wakefield, but also looking toward the future. As they say in the industry, roll VT. Yes, of course. It's me, Charles Waterton, back again. A video about what people are doing that's revolutionary and groundbreaking in the Wakefield area ought to involve somebody like me. Now, Wakefield is, of course, a city nestled comfortably in West Yorkshire, famous for being an ex-coal mining town and for its magnificent cathedral. Wakefield is also famous for being part of the Rhubarb Triangle, which is not a mysterious place where pudding goes missing, but instead a place in West Yorkshire where rhubarb, originally from Siberia, can be grown, and it's especially good in the field of Wake. Yo, and speaking of fields, there's plenty of places outside for you lot to enjoy in the Wakefield area, aren't there? There's Thorne Park, there's Homefield Park, there's Clarence Park, there's Pugneys Park, there's Green Park, there's Castle Grove, Carr Lodge, there's Hoare Hill, and there's Pontefract Park. But I'm rather shocked with all of those parks going on that you lot are not particularly physically active. In fact, apathy toward physical activity increases from 23% at year 7s to 35% at year 9s. Even worse, 32% of year 7s ride their bike only once or less per year, and this increases to 48% if you're in year 9s. Year 7s, year 9s, what are you doing? There's a tremendous amount of wonder right outside your door. You can go walking, you can go cycling. Clarence Park has a music festival. Pugneys Park has got a lake and a train. Go together with your families and in friends and enjoy the physical activity. Oh, of course, the Vikings do not shy away from the physical activity. No, remember in the middle of the 9th century, we were very active when we sacked Aethelwich, or as we call it, Jorvik, or as you call it, Yorkshire, the capital of your county. And then we went throughout the area you now know as Wakefield, establishing small villages. And the Viking name for a small village is a thorp. So anywhere that ends in thorp, well, that's where we were, oh yes. But after we had done all of that, it's party time. It is time to do the fun stuff, yes. You must enjoy yourself, not all this strenuous responsibility. Let your hair down. I did all of it. Just remember, party like a Viking, enjoy the good times, but only, of course, where age appropriate and not too much. You've got to be ready to fight the next day. Yes, it is time to party like a Viking. After you have spent an enormous amount of time creating your empire from the previous lands of the Anglo-Saxons, the English, and have formed the great Viking kingdom of Northumberland, which encompasses Jorvik, which you call York. Of course, Wakefield is originally probably an Anglo-Saxon settlement, originally being said as Wakefield, field meaning a large open space in the countryside, and Waka could, well, mean lots of things. It could be the name of the chieftain who set it up, or it could come from an old English word meaning a place to gather for festivals and celebration. And you lot out there in Wakefield, oh, you know how to celebrate, yes, and we Vikings do as well. We celebrated when we took your town and renamed its streets. You know that Wakefield was set up on North Gate, Kirk Gate, and the West Gate. Well, gate is an old Viking word for gata, which means street. But once, of course, you have taken all of those streets, you will need to party and to enjoy yourself. I know I do. I can't do much fighting anymore. No, not at all. I took an arrow in the knee and no more adventuring for myself. Instead, I enjoy the finer things. But make sure that when you do, you don't take too much and you do it within acceptable and legal boundaries. No enjoying yourself with things that are too old for you. The percentage of people that have not tried alcohol, I am pleased to report, continues to rise. It is 41% in year 9 and 67% in year 7. Young people reporting that somebody smokes in the house, though, has increased from 18 to 27% in year 7 to 20 to 24% in year 9. Just over half of year 7 and 9 pupils eat fruit and vegetables on most days. And you year 9s are drinking the most fizzy drinks. Oh yes, with 27% of you having fizzy drinks on most of the days. And if that wasn't bad enough, the amount of people that ate breakfast on the day of the survey has dramatically decreased over the years, with year 7 and 9 students skipping breakfast entirely. What? No wild boar on toast or with milk for breakfast? No. Only 16% of students had skipped breakfast in 2017, but that rose to 28% in 2020 and 42% in 2022. And the amount of people that brush their teeth on a regular basis has also declined over the years, with only 77% of year 7 and 79% of year 9 actually bothering to brush their teeth. Please, I implore you, brush your teeth, not like the Vikings used to do. No, we were not very good at brushing our teeth. Well, we were quite good at it, but our toothpaste was made of salt. Yeah. I am sorry, my Scandinavian companions, I'm going to have to stop you there. Not brushing one's teeth? Goodness me, routine is the very bedrock by which moral fibre, enjoyment and free time can be established. Chores first, then fun later. Yes, that's right. No need to ask for an autograph. It's me, Daniel Defoe. And I visited Wakefield during the 18th century, taking time out from writing such famous books as Robinson Crusoe and Moll Flanders. I described Wakefield as the merry city, and indeed it is, a place where people are always ready to enjoy their free time. But in doing so, we must respect each other's boundaries and realize that respect is treating people not the way you think they want to be treated, but the way they want to be treated. As they say in the industry, press play on tape. Well, hello there. Yes, I'm back. You can never get enough of the old Daniel Defoe. Wakefield, you are the merry city. The only city I described as such. A happy-go-lucky place where people are eager to spend their free time in a jolly fashion and together. But as I said, we must respect one another when we do. 1 in 10 of year 7 and 9 pupils are a little bit scared most of the time to attend school because they feel they're being picked on or bullied. The reason for being picked on or bullied, the number one reason that is, continues to be size or weight. And the percentage of those picked on increases with age. 31% of year 7 students said they were picked on because of their size or weight, and this increases to 37% in year 9. And what is it that you lot do for fun? How do you spend your free time? People of the merry city, so happy and joyful that I felt the need to write it down in a diary when I visited you very nearly 300 years ago. Well, I shall tell you, you don't do what I would have done around the time. You don't go out to watch horse racing. You don't go out and watch the wrestling. You don't even go out and bet on chickens having a fight. No. all of the activities that you engage in tend to be mostly sedentary. You either watch television or play computer games. The vast majority of people in years 7 to 9, in fact, access social media on a phone or a tablet. The last one, in fact, is the most popular one out of all of those. In fact, only 2/3 of year 7 to 9 pupils involved in this survey said they went to the countryside and the great outdoors once or even twice or even less than that a year. Goodness me, what an incredible way to spend your free time.
Free time? Free time? What are you talking about? There's no free time, there's a war on. Well, at least there was when I was in Wakefield in the middle of the 17th century. Aye, the 1640s, that's right, English Civil War. Royalist against Parliamentarian, Cavalier against Roundhead. Now, originally Wakefield declared for the King, Royalists. Oh yeah, and you Royalists, you're all parties and excess and always having fun. Well, we managed to take your city away from you, and the Parliamentarians, the Roundheads, we were more concerned with spiritual health. That's right, yeah. No more excess, no more silliness, no. You're to watch your well-being, watch the health of your soul, and then the health of your body will naturally follow. This is the kind of film that the parliamentarian stronghold of Wakefield should have.
Yes, peace and quiet, reflection, time for self, body and soul, and well-being. Did you know that we thought a lot about that during the English Civil Wars? You know that Pontefract Castle was once attacked by people disguised as mattresses. Well, they were disguised as people delivering beds, but they had mattresses in front of their faces. And when the garrison inside the castle asked the attacking army to remove the mattresses from their heads so they could see them, they suddenly threw down the mattresses, drew out the swords they had hidden within them, attacked and seized the castle. Now, I don't think I could have come up with a plan like that if I hadn't had good sleep the night before. Well, it turns out that you lot aren't getting anywhere near enough sleep. In fact, the amount of pupils reporting getting 7 hours of sleep a night or less increases with age. 38% of year 7s and 51% of year 9s get 7 hours sleep or less a night. Female students in year 9 report a poorer sense of well-being than their male counterparts. For example, only 43% of females say they are happy with life at the moment compared to 61% of males. And 63% of females say that they feel sad or lonely some or most of the time compared to 48% of their male counterparts. Though both males and females, both genders in this survey, say they have poorer well-being outcomes than the last time we did this survey. For all year 7 and 9 students, schoolwork, they say, is their biggest worry, although this is almost matched by worrying about how they look, which has dramatically increased since the last report. What on earth are we going to do about all that worry?
If you are worried, my British chums, then you must share your problems. Talk to each other. For a problem shared is gossip. No, it's not. A problem shared is a problem halved. I'm only joking. Yes, I say, my British chums, I'm actually English myself. Yeah, I know I don't sound it. I spent a lot of my childhood growing up in France, and I have a lot of relatives there I go and see, so I picked up a teeny tiny little bit of an accent. Not sure if you can tell or not. Yes, my name is John de Lacy, and I live in the Wakefield area. My family are rather famous for building lots of castles. Ludlow Castle is one of ours, but Pontefract Castle is also one of ours. Oh yes, built and constructed by my ancestor Ilbert de Lacy, who came over with William the Conqueror following the Battle of Hastings. Yes, although even though Pontefract Castle is my home, that dastardly King John insists on taking it for himself and trying to rent it back to me. Can you believe it? My own property. I got my own back though when I witnessed the signing of the Magna Carta, and now I have to watch out and make sure that King John behaves himself. So, speaking of behaving yourselves, make sure that you're looking out for each other. Share your problems. Talk to people who are there for you. Family, friends, grown-ups whose job it is to listen to you, and you will feel a lot better, and your lives will be a lot better. For on strong foundations, great support and lives can grow, just like a castle. This is my film. Yes. Remember, people of Wakefield, to create your defenses. Share your worries and concerns, and look after your mental health, and make sure that nothing bad or destructive is happening to you, just like building a castle against attack. It gives me great pleasure to mention that the number of Year 9 pupils that have been offered cannabis has dramatically fallen since the last survey, from 17 to 14%. The number of Year 9 pupils that say that they have had sex also continues to drop. It is now only at 4%, which is a drop of 3% since 2015. 17% of Year 7 pupils say that they have been sexually harassed by a young person or a group of young people, and this rises to 30% in Year 9. Although the difference between those Year 9 pupils and boys and girls reporting whether they have been sexually harassed is greatly different, with 18% of boys in Year 9 saying they'll be harassed by a young person or a group of young people, and rises to 39% of girls reporting the same thing. And talking about physical health and disease, when asked about their feelings towards the COVID-19 pandemic, all pupils reported the most popular words to describe it was boring, sad, and lonely. Well, thankfully, my film about looking after yourself is not at all boring, and I'm sure is the greatest of all the ones we have seen so far.
Wait 1 minute, just a moment, please. I don't think there's just one film that we ought to be concerned with. In fact, I've had a bit of a revelation. Yes, Daniel Defoe would be proud, wouldn't he? Look, maybe there isn't just one film that Wakefield should have. Maybe there should be all of these clips together in a single film. Maybe we should concentrate on everything that exists all together as an important way forward. You know, we've looked at the results to do with well-being, physical activity, free time. Just one of them isn't right. They're all right. They're all the things that all the Year 7s and the 9s do. And they might want to do better at some of those things, or they might be trying their hardest even now. They're all very busy. They've got busy lives. The best thing that you can do, Year 7 and 9, is, well, to accept what you cannot change. With everything else, work as hard as you can to change it. And remember to enjoy yourselves as well. Respect one another, look after each other and your communities, and remember that nothing more and nothing greater can ever be asked of you than this. Be all that you are, and all that you can be, honestly. Right, good. We finished. Great. Got to get some credits on this thing. Can we? Credits on? Credits on. Good. If you don't mind, I'm going to nip off to my estate and go to sleep in a tree. Bye.